How are you, my beautiful sis? How are you? Thanks for joining my live stream. How is your day? We're just gonna do the countdown so that YouTube can notify the rest of the fam. Let's wait for YouTube to notify the rest of the fam. Okay. Happy Friday, Friday to those of you who are joining me. I'm gonna get started as soon as the 1 minute mark is on. All right. If you guys can hear me, please do let me know in the comment section. Hi, beautiful Chioma Margaret. How are you? Happy Friday. How are you today? Guys, if you can hear me, please do let me know. And please, as soon as you're clicking to join this live stream, double tap the screen to like this video. Please. Please, I'm begging. At least, I am begging. Hi, Paul Moses. Welcome to my channel. Please double tap the screen as you come in. And happy Friday to each and every one of you as you join me. So we're just waiting for that countdown. Hopefully others will join us. All right. It's a Friday gist. There's 6 of you watching me now. Please tap the screen to give this live stream a like. I really appreciate it. All right. If you double tap the screen, you will like the video automatically that way. So 10 seconds to go, and then we shall get started. All right. All right. I forgot to use a lip balm. I hope I don't feel ashy. Right, so that's that. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Use all are the real MVP. And yes, I think I've already celebrated that. Yeah, anyway. So happy Friday to each and every one of you. And before we get started into today's talk, I said it that anytime I come onto my live stream that I'm gonna let you guys know what perfume I'm wearing for the day. Because before people ask, so I'll better share. Yesterday I forgot to mention what perfume I was wearing, but that's that. So today I already have it on. So I'm wearing this my Valentino Born in Roma as well. I think they're all born in Roma. I think they're all so this is my latest addition from Valentino, and it smells good. Like I still smell yummy, delicious from half seven. You don't need a lot. So that's that fragrance for the day there. So let's jump straight into today's title. So according to the title there and according to the thumbnail, you all know whom we are talking about. So we all know what's been happening in regards to this matter of Bobrisky, EFCC, Falls the bad guy, very dark man. We all know there was drama last week. Was it last week or on Monday? There was drama everywhere. The attendance out. Very dark man went to the house of, is it panel or senate or something? They went there, and very dark man, acting for us and stuff like that. He was able to tender a few of the evidences which he already shared on social media. And according to very dark man, he said there's still part 2 and part 3 of the voice recording that we've not yet heard. Okay, so as we all know, Bob Risky did not attend that panel. He did not. However, his solicitor, his lawyer attended, and his lawyer was trying to do free pass, but they stopped him there and say no, you need to show us proof and evidence of the sickness that Bobrisky has that stopped him from, coming House of Assembly. Thank you, Moses. Thank you for correcting me there, or thank you for putting the words out there. So they have to show proof of sickness to, why did he not come? What doctor certify him sick? So with all of that being said, eventually very dark man said what he had to say, tender evidences. He was trying to buga, and I believe it was at some point the House of Assembly were telling him that, just because the other party is not here does not mean that he should not give the evidence, because very dark man was saying that no, he's not going to give any evidence, that he has to see Bobrisky and EFCC in the room, in the hall, before he gives evidence. It wasn't until when they had to speak Yoruba, they have to speak Nigerian language to him, that if he doesn't talk, they were going to detain him. So O'Boy said, if he means he's going to stay in prison, he will stay in prison. But O'Boy was advised by his lawyer, Adeyoju, and then gave evidence. So all of that saga, all of that, And so many things came to light. So many things came to light, which I believe each and every one of you watching me will agree about the corruption and so many things that are going on in all of these commissions and organizations that you would think are withholding the laws and policy in Nigeria. One of those is the fact that we all know that Bobrisky is born a male, is a man. Bobrisky is a man. And before he was sentenced, he identified as a man. So in his case now, I can't remember the name of that bishop or that reverend. It said that because Bobrisky has female features, that was why they did not put him in the room with in the holding room of male prisoner, because there are people that could, mishandle him the way, you guys know. I don't want to use all of my mouth. Hence why it was placed in a separate facility. However, what this pastor or this reverend came out to tell us now is the fact that, in a way, Nigeria is now recognizing transgender people. Nigeria is now recognizing people who have, changing their body features, who are, that kind of. I don't want to say too much so that we don't get this video doesn't get flagged. So, which is something new to me, because in Nigeria we only know of the male and female gender, but as it is now, it seems Nigeria is slowly recognizing people in the LGBTQ. They might not necessarily be the LGBTQ, but obviously, if you are changing your body composure, that is you speaking to us, right? So that's one thing that has been open to us. Hello, beautiful Abby. How are you? How's your Friday? So that's one thing I've learned. And secondly, it's just to also let us know of how deep corruption is in Nigeria. A certain one of the correctional facility officer was suspended, right? That was what the interior minister, through or via very dark man, said to us publicly, that he was suspended. However, this man was given evidence, and he said that he was only suspended on social media, which means that his suspension was not official. So, it was asked that it was like only suspended on social media. So later on, that's to show that they came out to tell us that it was suspended, only for Baba to come out and say it was only on social media. So he's been going to work as if nothing happened. Abi said Nigeria is too poor to publicly denounce LGBTQ. They could be sanctioned and lose out on support from the Western world, which unfortunately we need. Well, with this recent happening, I think that's what I said. I think they're coming up with something, and they're slowly accepting that. If they are telling us now that because Bobrisky has a female feature, that was why they did not put him in the prison holding cell, then that's something for us to say, oh, they're coming out with that. And with that being said, three, that the Economic Financial Commission, who is out there arresting people who are being caught in financial crimes, are the ones who are entangled with this crime of allegedly collecting 15 million naira from Bobrisky to drop a money laundering charge. And from that House of Panel meeting there, or whatever they had there, they came out to say that that money laundering charge was officially or legally dropped. With all of that being said, and there's been many more things out that's been released as well. So now people are asking that, okay, if Bobrisky was held within the facility, because they are telling us that Bobrisky was held in a separate facility or in a separate room in the facility. Bobrisky told us, according to the voice record, that he was in an apartment out with the correctional facility. So now the question is, now they should bring the CCTV footage. Maybe they said Bobrisky was in there for 3 weeks. For those 3 weeks that he was in there, they need to release the CCTV footage. Maybe if they will release that tomorrow. So that's just a short scenario. So with that being said, the matter is not gone. No, the matter is not gone. Okay, the House of Parliament, the House of Assembly still want Bobrisky back. In my own opinion, like I said in my previous live stream, that I felt that that case was rushed. There was evidences, what all those evidence that very dark man was presenting, that it should have been sent to the House of Assembly ahead of him being there, so that each and every person in that House of Assembly would have a copy of his evidence, so that they can prepare their questions and they can follow through. And while they are following through, they can ask questions. But everything with Nigeria, rush. So with that being said, the defamation part of the case, which involves the Falana chambers, Baba Falana is not backing down. Okay, at some point during that House of Assembly meeting, very dark man stylishly apologized, but that apology is coming after how many hours or after how many days, and Baba Falana is still not accepting that as an apology, right? So let's listen to what Baba Falana had to say. There was an interview with Sheung, I think this presenter on Channels TV, where Baba Falana was actually discussing how things happen. So I'm going to be playing this to you guys so you guys can listen. And while you are listening, please drop your comments in the comment section and I'll read them once we finish listening to this. All right. Please like this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like and share. Okay. It will go a great deal for this channel. Right. So let's listen.
How to you, did Bobrisky speak or directly or indirectly to you? If that is not the case or not the case, what are you doing? You've written a letter seeking a retraction of it. No, but what are you doing to establish your innocence in what has been an allegation on this matter? No, Sean. Bobrisky never spoke to me. I have never met him.
I agree with you, BM. That was not an apology. Exactly. That was why I said stylishly.
I do not know him from Adam. It was alleged to have spoken to my son, Falana, False. Yes, my son said this guy was appealing to people for assistance.
The guy in question is Bobrisky, okay?
And call my son, I think on May 4 there about this year. Please, can you give me 3 million naira to be placed in a special part of the prison? We call it the VIP section. And my son asking, are you calling me under the authorization of the superintendent of prisons? He said, no, please, don't call me again. I'm unable to assist you to bribe the prison authorities. And be very careful, since you're already in jail for an offense. Please, if you are going to come in next time, you either do it through the superintendent or you write a letter endorsed by the prison authorities. And that was the last. Somebody now said they listened to a tape somewhere and went out to lampoon and rather
lampoon. That's a good English. Baba is paraing.
Me by saying the guy had spoken to me. Of course, we are going to examine the call logs. And my son has also said, this was the guy who originated a call to me. My son has never negotiated fees on behalf of anybody. On the contrary, my 3 children normally refer people who need assistance to me and not those. In fact, my wife was asking our kids recently, why are you always sending people
that cannot pay our fees?
Our fees. Next time we are going to be charging you. So this is the position. Now what I'm going to do, I have resisted the temptation shown to file a criminal complaint because I'm leading a team of lawyers in West Africa.
You know what? Those people that are blindly advising Very Dark Man, this is the law. Is a son. If this man is standing on the fact that Very Dark Man defamed him, you guys need to understand that he cannot just hold on to his rail and say, I said this guy defamed me. He is the law. And you're going to listen to the next statement is going to say now. Big M said it's an insult if he accepts that apology and he needs to publicly apologize. Exactly. No, you know what? He was given 24 hours. He's refused to do it. But for the fact that this Baba is saying that Very Dark Man defamed him, this is somebody who has been in the law, like he's been studying law for years. He's been doing cases pro bono. He's a son. Not be spending my mind to attain that post. And now let's listen to his next sentence or his next statement. Let him find. Exactly. He's getting ego. He's getting pushed.
Campaigning for decriminalization of freedom of expression. We have succeeded. This campaign is being coordinated by the Media Foundation for West Africa, of which I'm a member of the board. We have succeeded in getting Liberia, Ghana, and Sierra Leone to decriminalize freedom of expression. We are still appealing to other countries in the region to ensure that we respect freedom of expression. But that is not a license for defaming people, for blackmailing people. Once, and what we are saying, if you are defamed, in the words of the late Justice Olatawura, couple of journalists who are standing trial either under the Cyber Crimes Act or under criminal libel. But what you are going to do is to embark on civil proceedings with a view to restoring our integrity, my own name and that of my son, so that nobody will simply rush to the social media to defend any Nigerian. We want to make an example. In this case, we have asked for it.
Did you guys hear him? He wants to make not him alone, they wants to make an example, so that just because just because there's freedom of speech out there does not mean that you now defame and commit libel. You guys also heard that you could have filed for criminal offense that that offense is even can actually warrant being a criminal offense, but he said no, they would not be pushed to do that. But for the fact that he's one of the people who is leading other countries in, like, okay, let's, people should be able to express themselves openly, but that does not mean that you now take something and start talking, anyhow. So this Baba, like I said, has been in the field of law for years. You all heard him there. He's been doing a lot. So if he's coming out here to say that he has been defamed, what is you and I that have never been in a courtroom for 1 hour know about law that will now say, hey, Baba is doing too much? Is he God? It's not a matter of being God. This is somebody who is trying to prevent his name, because like I said, Very Dark Man said they should come out and defend themselves. And that is what these people are doing. Hi, Zeno, how are you? Gospel Music said the tape needs to be verified first before all this shouting. See, look at you now. You can't drop a comment without putting some sort of innuendo in it. What is shouting? Shouting to you. You are not involved in the matter. So how is the shouting paining you? I trust no one. Nobody's asking you to trust anybody. Nobody's asking you to trust anybody. Why are they not talking? Why should they talk about Bob? Like, you guys don't use your common sense. Did you not just heard what he said from the beginning here? If he decides not to talk about it, in my own opinion, I believe they represented Bobrisky, allegedly represented Bobrisky at some point. So allegedly, in a way, Bobrisky is their client, and they don't have to discuss anything with the public in regards to whatever they had to do with Bobrisky. The way things are playing now, the tap is becoming true. Bob wanted money. Well, whatever, that's your opinion. Abby said, you people don't understand that Falana has no issue with not. Exactly. It's not his business. He only cares about himself. Exactly. He is Triple A here. I've not seen Triple A in a while. Paul said, but the family name was mentioned. Exactly. And according to Very Dark Man said, oh, I know, I've said it from the beginning that see the way I'm playing this video now. I'm playing it and I did not add my own sauce and spice. They might not have been, the Falana wouldn't have even come out and say he defamed them. If he did not put something homosexual, if he did not do all of that, if he did not have I be fast too, they do. See, if he did not add any of those things, just maybe, Baba might not come out and say he defamed him. He went on to say, how did Falana allowed himself to be used? If he had not done all of those extra, I don't believe that Baba would have come out and say, no, he needs to teach people a lesson that what he did is libel. But then you guys are like, Baba is shouting. Let him shout, because like you said, Very Dark Man said they should come and clear their name. And this is the clearing of the name that Baba is coming out to do now. Baba gave him the chance to apologize. He did not. So what do you expect? And Paul said, but the family name was mentioned in the video recording. Exactly, Paul. So for the fact that Bobrisky mentioned their name, none of us knew that the Falanas were involved in this case, right? But the fact that Bobrisky came out, Baba did not deny that there was conversation between them and between Falana, between Fowles and Bobrisky. Baba did not deny that in that call there. You all heard him that he said that Bobrisky called his son, asking for 3 million naira so he could raise money so that he could be in the VIP section. And you all heard that voice recording there. So if the Falanas are refusing to discuss whatever it was or it is between them and Bobrisky, I believe that is client confidentiality. They don't have to discuss that with anybody. No matter how hot the matter is, they don't have to. But in this case, it is not a matter of Bobrisky mentioning the Falana in his video. It's about the words, the commentary that Very Dark Man gave while releasing that voice recording that Baba is using to say that he defamed him. I don't want to speak too much English so that my tongue don't fall off. What is Falana's own with? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That what Baba does not have. Baba has no business with. But at the end of the day, that was a private conversation between Bob and whoever he was speaking to, allegedly. And it was not Bobrisky that shared the voice recording. So it was the person who shared the recording. That person, that guy also needs to be held, because you recording somebody's voice recording without a consent is actually a crime. It's actually a crime. I know that for sure here in the UK because I've reported somebody before. It's a crime. You can't record anybody's conversation, even let them be your closest party. For the fact that they do not know you were recording them, it's a crime, and you can report them. So Baba not talking about Bobrisky. He has no business with it, because at the end of the day, whoever recorded that conversation that Bobrisky allegedly had no right whatsoever to have recorded that conversation. Talk more, sharing with another party. Gospel Music said, if VDM goes to prison for this matter, the man's reputation will go more. Sit down there. Say you were there. You are there. What Gospel Music? When were you born? Have you been born since Baba has been practicing law? Someone trying to expose corruption as they are trying to silence him. Make una silent him. The guy no be Yoruba like Bob. Well, that's your opinion. I'm not going to read your comment anymore. Zosin said Abba Golly does tribe need to Ataya. That's why I said I'm not going to read any of his comment anymore. Very that my big M said VDM will surely go down. Hello Miss V. I am Miss V said hello mom of 5. I'm not Nigerian and I've been following this with so many. I have to okay, let me read your questions. Miss V said 1, is spraying money a crime? Well, Assad, to the best of my knowledge, Assad, before they arrested Bobrisky, I was never aware of such policy about spraying of naira, because do you know how many one best that happen in Lagos every weekend? Do we all see how people throw money? So if people were aware of such law about spraying money, people would not be spraying money at parties. To the best of my opinion, Miss V, to the best of my opinion, up until Bobrisky was arrested, I did not know, and I've not read anywhere that there's something like that about spraying of money. I hope that answers your first question. Your second question was, I'm trying to find your second question. Is it legal? Is it in the legal question? So, Ms. V, to be honest, I can't answer that question because I don't know. And since this EFCC case about Bobrisky being arrested because of spraying money, I would have thought that they would share that policy everywhere. They will share that, notice to say, oh, spraying of money is actually a crime. Oh, this is where it is in the legal constitution of Nigeria. But no, they did not do that. They did not do that. Hello, Light. How are you? Welcome to my live stream. Please like the live stream as you come. They did not do that. So, Miss V, I hope that answered your question. Miss V said, why is VDM wanting Bob to go down? Is it because of his sexuality? You know what? I've always said this here, that whatever, and this is my opinion, whatever it is that is going on between Bobrisky and Very Dark Man, I believe it's personal. There's something between both of them that the public is not aware of. And either of them needs to come out and trash it. Like, they need to come out and spread it out here, because why is VDM witch hunting Bobrisky? I wouldn't think it's because of his sexuality, because we don't know what sexual. We know that Bobrisky is a man, okay? And as at when he was arrested and jailed, he was identifying as a man. Very Dark Man is a male, so they are both male. Maybe it's a matter of maybe because as Bobrisky they fine now, but VDM they jealous. This is me just thinking out loud, though. I'm not saying that is what it is, though, but this is me thinking out loud. So Miss V, I really can't explain what it is between both of them. I don't know why VDM wants him to go down. And in a way, I kind of agree partially with Very Dark Man that if he could be sent to Kuje prison in Abuja and they not put him in a special prison, why was Bobrisky not put in Kuje? Why was he not put in prison? Why was he sent out of? Why was he allowed to go into a special apartment? Or maybe, just maybe, if VDM had money, you could have paid to be put in a VIP as well. It's a matter of money talking. And you heard Baba Falana on there that there's somewhere they call the VIP section in prison. So I guess there's something called VIP section in the prison area or in prison. So maybe if Very Dark Man had money then when he was being put in prison, he could have asked to be put in VIP section. We don't know that. So Miss V, I don't know. I don't think it's because of his sexuality. because to the best of my knowledge and to the best of the knowledge of the public, Bob is a guy, is a male. Hello, Adebikpe, how are you? Welcome to live stream. It no longer looks like VDM is no longer fighting for corruption, but a personal. Actually, like I said, it's a personal vendetta because anything he talks now is saying that if my father is suing me to court, they better sue Bobrisky as well. But in this context, Bobrisky was not the one who released the information. It was not Bobrisky. So if he were to be abroad here, they'll be arresting the person who recorded the phone call and the person who released the information. Those are the two people that police will be facing here. Those are the two people that police will be facing here. Wait, I'm not reading Gospel Mrs. comment. Big Game said pride is what is killing VDM. Exactly. Miss V said, thanks for answering my question. You're welcome, Miss V. I am really enjoying coming to your channel where you talk about real life issues and not the uneducational fight. You're welcome, Miss V. So you all heard what Baba Falana said there. So let's listen to the last few seconds of the video, and then we'll go on to what Very Dark Man and Sheun Kuti has to say in this regard, okay?
Retraction and an apology render to us. And that is not too much.
Exactly.
And if you don't have a retraction, an apology acceptable to us, accepted by us, we are certainly going to initiate civil proceedings in the High Court. Yeah,
you all heard it. Baba said he wanted him to retract all he has said, and an apology that is acceptable by him. That was all they asked. But VDM refused. He did not. He did not give that apology. Big M said they are former secret lover who bring. Big M, you need to bring proof. Oh. We need proof of that, though. So that's the video from Baba Falana there. So let's go listen to what Very Dark Man has to say after Baba Falana came out with that video, okay? The boy no go listen. So let's listen to him.
Received a lot of calls this morning. Very Dark Man, did you see what Uncle Femi Falana said on channels? He's going to make an example, said a lot of things. To be honest, I refuse to make...
This is Very Dark Man reacting to Baba Falana's video that we've just listened to, okay? Please like the live stream, guys.
It's about Very Dark Man and the Falanas. You understand? It is about exposing corruption that has eaten the system.
But the matter is not actually corrupt. Yes, you exposed that, one, and you did that really well. But in this regard, you spoke against other people's profession. You try to put the idea out that Falz is allegedly an homo, that Falz allegedly an agege. You put that narrative out there. Two, you claim that, how can Baba Falana, how can him allow himself to be used to pervert the cause of justice? What evidence have you got that he actually perverted the cause of justice? What evidence? I hope you guys are understanding this. I mean, are we all seeing these things in different angle? Big Game said you have evidence. Okay, oh, me, I want the evidence. I want the proof, and I'll help you to loud it on my channel. I want the proof. So let's keep listening to Very Dark Man.
First things first. Somebody committed an offense. The person was taken to court. The court passed a judgment. One godfather called that the person should not go to where the courts.
At the end of the day, several times that Very Dark Man has been put in prison. If he too also has a godfather, he would have called the godfather that they should put him in a VIP area, because obviously from what Baba Falana said, there's a VIP section in the prison area. So Miss V said VDM is smart and has some very good courses, but he's becoming too full of himself. I need someone with exactly. I think he just needs to just need to tone down his gra. He needs to tone down the way he matches everything, because the way he's going. Hi Onyade, how are you? I wonder, Baba Falana is well within his right as a legal professional to petition the cause for a pardon on behalf of exactly. And we've heard that several other lawyers have come out here to say that it's not a crime. And Baba said he's been doing that pro bono for years for some prisoners who people have forgotten in prison. He's been doing that for them for years without even collecting a penny. So with VDM now coming out to that, how did Baba Falana allowed himself to be used to pervert the cause of justice? You need to bring that evidence of how he perverted the cause of justice, because for him doing that is actually not a crime. Hi, Crystal Zone says, long time, says, how are you and family? So what are we talking about? I think but this very that is so stubborn. Is Agidi will learn her. I hope he learns and learn to do things in a more maybe civilized, learned, or maybe I've always said it before that if you're going to be a human rights activist, if you're going to be doing things like this, you need to have somebody like the law on your side. That, like, for instance, when you got that video recording now, the first person we went to go and speak to about it was Shehu Kuti. Oh, good to know, Chris Azon, good to know. For the fact that you got that voice recording, the first person that he went to go and sought advice from was Shehu Kuti. Like, Shehu Kuti, what has that Adani Mapa, what is it called? What knowledge, what brain has that one got? So that was who ran on emotions, and I advised Very Dark Man to post it to the public that if he could go to jail for 24 hours, why was Bobrisky not in jail? Blah 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 blah. Big M said, Nalayo, I no get approval. The gospel is I'm going to block you on my channel. I'm not talking about tribalism here, so you can get the F out of my channel. So let's keep listening to him. Guys, please like this live stream, okay? Like and share, I really appreciate it. So let's continue to listen to how Very Dark Man reacted to what Baba Falana said, all right?
Pass the judgment that the person should go to a private lodge. Now, I exposed that. They called us for an investigation. They called EFCC prison, Very Dark Man and Bobrisky. These three people came, one of them did not come, and it is not a problem. Meaning, Ibila said the Godfather, they very, very strong. Now, I expect a lot of you to be very disturbed. You people need to be disturbed, but you don't understand. It's not me, Bobrisky. This is not Bobrisky. You should be bothered about a Godfather that will be in Nigeria, that if somebody commit a crime, just imagine, say, person now buy your papa. Somebody come on house, come rob. You come buy people. Una come eventually police come catch him. They come hand over hand to prison. One Godfather come call. They come command the person. How does that help us as a country when the thieves that are committing crimes, there's no guarantee that they are being locked up. When the people committing crime, that there's no guarantee that they are locked up. They are kept away from the people that are living a very good life. You should be bothered. It's not about the Falanas and Very Dark Man. It's about the crime. Now, after that thing was released, everybody was in doubt, not true or not lie. But when we can't reach House of Red, it can't become truths. The truth can't be glaring for the eyes. When they put those prison people for inside that docket, I mean, a dock. When they asked them, was Bobrisky in prison? From all their response, obviously the guy was not in prison.
He was not in prison, no.
If you remember, these prison people talk, say they do test. I mean, they go carry Bobrisky, go do one test. They say Bobrisky na complete man. So Bobrisky is having time for man prison. Now when the thing cast, they say Bobrisky, they don't put him for man prison. Say because they fear, say men go do this, men go do that. Say they can't keep him for special place.
Special place.
Meanwhile, the Bobrisky, they talk saying they with men for men prison and they enjoyed it.
Exactly. We also that interview with Miss Bayu. I think, yeah, Bobrisky was like, oh, actually, I was actually in prison and it was fun. And the prison people were giving me stuff. They were giving me lots of things. That was what Bobrisky said. So he lied in his interview. And all of this, at the end of the day, is still allegedly, because they still need to carry out a proof that voice recording was actually Bobrisky, right?
Now, prison oga, they tell us, say, Bobrisky na tranny. Bobrisky na tranny. Now, why they no put a saying get women feature, in get Bobby and in get Tutu. So I sing get Bobby and Tutu. Why you don't put on with women where get Bobby and Tutu?
Exactly. That's a valid question as well. So, okay, at least if Bobrisky na tranny and he get Toto and Kukumba, if they put them in the midst of women plenty for there, how we want to bench all the women wait there for women prison? How we want to bench them? You not go fit bench all of them at one time now, Abi. So what VDM is saying here is, is reasonable. Okay, is reasonable, and hence why I don't agree with the prison people that They had to be put in a private lodge. Regardless of if one very well godfather was there, they should have said no, it was George that sentenced him. And that was why I kept saying the fact that George asked Bobrisky, are you a man or a woman? Oh, Bob Bobrisky said, I be man. Instigate in cucumber. Cucumber still there. Why was he not put? And if they said because he's got female features, they should have put him in a female holding cell. They should have put him in a female holding cell. But then for the fact that he said he is a man. So why? Let's keep listening to him.
Say you go create special place for him. And we took him from minimum and maximum prison with their private car. Now they transport prisoner with private
car.
And you people should be disturbed in Nigeria. It only be like truth. See that recording now, don't the obvious.
You know what? VDM can continue to drag Very Dark Man. It can continue to drag Very Dark Man. But why he's not giving the apology to the video for the Falanas now is what I don't understand. It's obviously clear that it's Very Dark. It's Bobrisky and the Godfather, that is still dragging Abby, and he's wanting to know who the Godfather is. And obviously, EFCC, who are meant to be fighting credential crime, it's obvious that he wanted to expose that angle, right? So why is he not giving the Falanas their, the apology they deserve? Why is he not retracting the things he said about Baba Falana? Why? Why is he not doing that? That's just my question, and this is me asking questions, like genuinely asking questions, because I don't have answers to everything.
It be like truth. It's not about Falanas and Very Dark Man.
See, it's actually his action as well. It's not about the finance. It doesn't care about them. So I'm solely behind Baba Falana to make him to make him a scapegoat. Your actions speaks louder at times. His ego. And the way he's going on about things as well, he's going on about things like nobody, they're no fit, that even the Falana no fit. That's how he's coming across. He is not sorry. He is not remorseful. And to him, he still believes that he's not said anything to defame this man. So if a whole son is on national TV saying the reasons why you defamed him, and you're still here, still not giving him his apology. And the thing where they pay me be say, at the end of the day, if they sue this yeye boy money now, you not go fit pay money. If they sue him in the billions now, he will not have the money. And he will happily go to jail. It is that money. I wish at the end of the day, both money and jail will have been suitable. Let him pay the damages and then go and use his nose to go and scrap iron metal in prison. But what do I know? Let's keep listening.
EFCC on the other hand, just come there, they blow English that day. I just they look them. They talk. I don't even bother myself. I just look them. I say go and investigate the accounts. Bring the account details of that's in brother. Let's see the whole accounts. Talk finish. They don't get talk again. Investigate the accounts. Let's know all the money that left the account and all the money that came into the account during the period when Bob was with you. So that we'll find the corruption that is inside the EFCC. All the English other one.
Oh yeah, they said that's the annoying part. My law professor used to say you can't squeeze blood from a Absolutely, you're right, Oyin. You see, even the way he speaks at times, somebody who is not even deep into this case, you're like, oh, his arrogancy is arrogant, is very, very arrogant. It's very, very arrogant. And if you're going to be a human rights activist, look at Harrison Guam issue. If you're going to be a human rights activist, this is not the kind of attitude you want to portray. Ms. V said, after listening to this particular video of VDM, it became clear to me that VDM's primary fight is not the corruption of but Bob. Exactly. That's my own opinion as well. In this particular case, he has used corruption to mask his real fight. Exactly. Like I said, nobody go to prison for defamation of character, but compensation is awarded when investigation is carried out. All right, okay. That's good to know. Thanks for that, Light. So let's keep listening to him.
Finish. I want to say, if they are serving me a letter.
Hello, Jay. How are you? Please like the live stream as you come in. Like and share, please.
I also serve Bobrisky the same letter.
So you know what is the fact that he's actually telling them, if you're going to serve me a letter, serve Bobrisky as well. Like, is this guy all right? How can you want to control everything? How can you want to have a say in everything? Let us know what exactly you say. You want to pull out the corruption. The people who are actually in this corruption is the Godfather, Bobrisky, and EFCC, and the prison correctional people. Those are the four people. Like I said, the foreigners are solicitors, they are lawyers. They can defend whoever they freaking want to defend. Even if the truth is glaring to them, as long as their services is required, they have to give it. Only if they're not available and they can refer that person to another solicitor. But then you can't dictate what they should do to them. You can't. Why not stay on your own lane instead of you dictating to them? Oh, if you're going to send me a letter, if you're going to send me a letter, you must serve Bobrisky as well. Like, Bobrisky already has another lawyer anyway. So this case of they going to the House of Assembly, it was another lawyer that represented Bobrisky. So let's keep listening to him.
Because I'm not the origin of the tape.
You are not the origin of the tape, but you are the one who made it public. You are the one who made it public. You made it public, and whoever recorded that voice record had no right whatsoever to have recorded that conversation without Bobrisky's consent. Because I am sure Bobrisky was not aware. Allegedly, if that was Bobrisky's voice, he was not aware that somebody was recording his phone call. Abby, then we go, see, Shalaye go continue when it comes to this boy. Shalaye will continue. Shalaye will never stop. Let's keep listening to him.
But I know they sad me when I leave another person where originate am. When I serve the two of us, na the verse. Do you understand? Uncle Femi is somebody that I respect, and I see if I see him today, say I go see like that for ground. Even
He doesn't want your greeting. And put it there for me, please. Thank you. So Onyade said Bobrisky did not publish the defamatory statement. Yes. VDM did exactly. Falanas have nothing to do with Bobrisky. Exactly. That's my school of thought as well. Bobrisky was name dropping with within the confines of what he assumed was a exactly. 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 He believed he was having a conversation with somebody he could trust, and that person betrayed that and recorded this conversation. And yes, Bobrisky was name calling because he was saying all of those stories with the hope that yes, this person will be able to loan him some money, which the person eventually did. Bobrisky knew the kind of story to give. Bobrisky knew the kind of things to say, so as to be able to get money out of that person. And from the story he gave the guy borrowed, lend him the money when he needed it. Abby said, why is it so hard for some Nigerians to understand? Like, maybe we need to go and be Google. We need to carry Google. Maybe I need to carry Hello Siri. Define libel for me, please. Ms. V said, in law, if you record someone without their consent, that piece of evidence cannot be used. You cannot fight crime. Exactly. People should go and be watching CSI or SWAT, because the conversation we recorded, you took that conversation out of a you recorded for the fact that you recorded somebody without their consent. That's why Bobrisky came out the first time to say, that was not him. That was not him in the video recording. And then that one too was doing yobo. It was going back and forth like a yo-yo. He made that claim to debunk that was him on the phone, and then he deleted that post again. Like, you coming out to say you debunked the video, why did you delete your post? To me, that was an acceptance of guilt that you knew that was you on the phone. And Miss V said, Zeno said, Miss V, that's not true. So, Zeno, are you saying that even though it was recorded without the person's consent, that it can be used in a court of law? I don't think so. Whether if it were to be a normal standardized country, they would probably, obviously, assess the voice record to ascertain if that was Bobrisky's voice or not. But Nigeria, they know if you do anything. Abby said, in most cases that's the case. Okay, Big M said husband and wife they quarrel, VDM and Bobrisky husband and matter. Okay. Zeno said you can't unless otherwise stated in the state or the country. All right, okay. You can't be convicted with the recording, but it can be entered into evidence. All right, okay. Miss V is replying to Zeno saying maybe in Africa it's not, but here in the UK the evidence will be thrown out. I've seen cases whereby they've in fact they won't even enter it as evidence, because they will like, how did how did you gather the information? Did you gather it through the normal channel you should have? If you've not gone through the normal channel to gather, they might not accept it. Oyin said, recording conversation without consent boils down to the regulation of the state or country. In the US, some states allow you to record with that. Yes, I read that as well, Oyin. I read that as well. Some states allow and some do not. So let's keep listening to this guy. Another 1 minute 28 seconds of his voice recorded. Then we'll move on to Seun Kuti, what Seun Kuti has to say.
Eventually, you will see Academy go the courts. Maybe we'll just say push come to shove.
OJ said popularity and power can easily make person lose control of their senses. Absolutely. You're right, OJ.
I can't go spend 2-3 months. I come back. Let's just imagine, which is not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Abby, me too. In fact, NCIS don't tire for my hand. I've watched them, no be small. I've watched all episodes, all seasons. If you wake me in my dream, come and ask me.
Like corruption, I expose. Even if I see him, I would lie down on the floor for him.
That's not needed.
He's a baba. He's a grandfather. Anyways, I'll be waiting for the letter when they serve me. That one is not a problem. I won't be saying the corruption must be exposed. The corruption.
But yes, you have succeeded in exposing the corruption. But what you have said against this Baba, the Baba told you to retract all you said about him and his son, and then tender an apology that is acceptable to them. You've refused to do any of this. Yes, we've seen that. Yes, you've exposed EFCC. You've exposed the fact that Bobrisky was not in prison. You've exposed the fact that the correctional facilities did not, put him in prison. You've exposed all of that. It's now in the public. But you need to actually take a pause and think that at the end of the day, these people, they'll be lawyers. They'll be lawyers. And I've said several times like that. A lawyer can represent a client. Even if the client has said to the lawyer that, come, this offense where they thought say I commit, I do am. Still, the lawyer will not say because the person has confessed that they will not. Lawyer will still go argue, say, no, my client is innocent. That's why those people will be lawyer. Now only God, God, only them and God get matter. Only lawyers, lawyers, only lawyers and God can solve matter. Between them, nobody else can know the in total of when you're a lawyer or stuff like that. I mean, it's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. Absolutely.
Must be exposed. The corruption must be exposed.
Miss V said, Mom of 5, sorry I'm going out of work. No worries at all. Please bring us such content that will educate us. Don't do the other kind of content I dare not mention. I understand you. Miss V, that's the last one of that will do. For me, I say something once, especially that kind of talk. I say it once and then I don't go back to it again because, like I said, my mental health is very, very important, okay? I've learned so many things on this street of Whitey. I've learned to make candles. I sell candles. I've learned to use the I've learned to use the sewing machine. I make bonnet, like scrub arts. I come on to YouTube to learn, to brush up on my skills, not to come and be, So I'm not most. If a few people do not like me doing that, so I won't. I promise you guys, whatever comes after that video that yesterday, I've seen lots of comments, that are very, very annoying and irritating. Or in normal day, if you hold me, I will have given that comment back boost, but I've just removed them. So it's only the positive ones I'm leaving there. Okay. So moving forward, I won't, even let them push me to the extreme. Let them push me to the extreme. I won't be. I've said my piece. That's why I've called myself a seasonal one. I don't do it as mainly the thing I want to do on my channel. Like I'll say this to you guys, I would love to have like a space, and it's something I'm working towards. I don't even mind if I could go rent like an office space, maybe twice a week, go there and do my podcasts, okay? But then YouTube has not been paying me that much, so I can't go and rent an office space now. But it's something I have in the making. Like I'm looking to the future. I want to maybe, because as it is now, I don't have my space here is not huge enough, it's not big enough. And if I want to do something like that, I want to be able to set a proper studio, even if it's just me doing it. But I want a special ambience for doing something like that. I want proper studio set up. That's what I really want to do on this channel, hence why I'm starting small like this. So I've just got this is my study area in my bedroom. Okay, I've got my desk here, my laptop, all of my connections are here. That's why I'm backing it. This is my stationery, my pens and stuff. So I've not got enough space, but it's something I really want to do. And for those of you who do not actually love me doing that yesterday, I just want to apologize to you. Okay, I really want to apologize. That is not really me. I don't put myself in stuff like that. And so a few of you will know that, oh, Mama Five only comes out to talk once in a while when she thinks that, oh no. So I'm really not into. I'm more about, educating one another, enlightening us, open our eyes to some things that we might never think could, be happening. So I hope, like I said, you cannot throw the baby out of the bathwater, and I'm the baby, and you can't throw me out of the bathwater. So that's that. Let me recommend, and then we'll go on to finish this video with Very Dark Man. So Miss V said, we're okay, I've seen that. Hello, Anaspa Inspection, how are you? Adebipe said, that's why we have defense lawyers and prosecutor lawyers. Yes, you are right, Bimpe. Abby said, we're actually begging you. I've heard, my lovely Abby. Even if not for anybody, for you, Abby. My hands. I want me okay. Yeah. Miss V said, thanks, Mama Five. You're welcome, Miss V. Abby, you know what? Today, I've actually gone on to each of those channels and I've said YouTube not to recommend their videos to me anymore. Abby said, you'll be a good podcaster. Oh, thank you, Abby. Thank you, Abby. I appreciate that. Zeno said, guest episode, Abby and Mama Five. Zeno, you said you will come, oh. We will do the one that we do online, Zoom, I will invite all of you. Adebimpe said, sis, don't worry, you will surely achieve your dreams. We got your back. Thank you so much, Adebimpe. I really appreciate that. Light said, Nigeria constitution is divided by three class of people: the poor, rich, and the nobody. Which one is the nobody? I just heard that one for the first time. Oh, the Light. Abby said, I'm not talking on anybody's. Me say I go do, even now, I think one thing I need to stop doing is stop dropping comments. You know that sometimes when you watch something, I really want to pass a comment, an opinion. You want to drop comment. Now I want to try and train my hand not to put comment in anything. Just watch, move along. That's what I want to start doing now. Miss V said, I will support you because you are a good orator. Thank you so much, Miss V. I really appreciate that. I remember sending you a PayPal support during the girls' way about that. Oh, Miss V, is that you? Is that you? Oh, that's I need to go and look for the meaning of that full meaning of Miss V. But I remember, yeah, somebody did PayPal me. Thank you so much, Miss V. I really appreciate seeing you back here again. Zeno said, Abby, I tired today. Mona no fight Abby. Abby and Zeno, Mona no correct today. The besties, Mona no correct. Crystal Zone said, great plans you've got it. Thank you so much, Crystal Zone. Right, so let's finish this video of Very Dark Mind. Then we'll go on to Sheon Kuti's own that calls himself Big Bird.
Now, I did convince him, let's say Evans the kidnapper said no even go prison, all those why.
Hey, did you guys hear what you just said here? That Evans, that Nigerian billionaire that was arrested. He said, as it is that I think that Evans did not even go to prison. See now. See now. No, in my mouth now, he said it. Let me remind it for a second so you guys will hear with your ears.
The corruption must be exposed. Now I did convince him, let's say Evans the kidnapper said no even go prison, all those why. Bless all those big name when they call self. People like say they're going to give them private lodge outside the prison. Because if Bobrisky will know what billions of naira, they go give them private lodge with one godfather somewhere where call them. Imagine the ones where what billions of naira where they get bigger godfather. We are in a mess in Nigeria. We are in a big mess. People are making it about Very Dark Man and he defame and he did not defame. People should face that your defame and did not defame later. For now, I am keen on knowing what happened in that prison. Thank you. And don't play. Else you go on now.
That's what he has to say. Did you guys hear another angle that is bringing in now? Okay, let's listen to. I don't know.
If you notice, the post when I make about 30-40 minutes ago, Instagram don't bring them down. And also, I did receive a lot of attack on my Facebook account and also on my Instagram account since when I released that voice note of Bobrisky.
So the heat is coming on him. Please like this live stream, guys. I've not even listened to this video, but let's listen to it together for the first time. So I'm just listening to it, all right?
Bobrisky call a lot of names, and expose a lot of corruption where they the correctional facility and also on the EFCC. So since we say the team don't cast, it be like say they can start to fight me back. And also a lot of other people too, they fight me. Anybody when I don't cast, ever since they always try to report my account. So currently they're trying to bring my Instagram account down. A lot of report on day. And also on Facebook too. Like even these two posts. Especially this post when we say that voice note I release and also when I even go House of Rep. Imagine Facebook flag
those two posts. So they
Voila.
currently look for a way to bring me down. But anyways, I go start to the post now for the very dark man. That's my new account, the very dark man.
I'm going to go
I
and
don't
camp
change that
there.
from cool very dark man to
I'm going to go
the
and camp
very.
there. Let me screenshot so I can go and camp on that new one. So the new one now that is talking about that people that is going to be voting, is going to be posted on, is called the very dark man. You guys heard him there, that they are trying to bring down all his posts. There's an issue, blah 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 blah. Miss V said VDM truly needs refining. Yes, I agree with you, Miss V. He's talking out of context sometimes. Yes, it does. I don't support his over talking, but Africa needs advocate with his kind of exactly. Hence why I said, what he's doing actually is a good thing. But then before he takes some action, before he takes some steps, he should try and seek legal counsel. What is the consequences of this, or what could be the consequences of this if I do it? That way you know that, okay, if you eventually take an advice and you go ahead to do, you've already received counsel, and if somebody comes out to fight against you, you know there's a law or there's something in the backing for what you've done, for your actions. But you just don't run to Omo Kuti Fela Kuti's son and that one say that I am the one that told him to release it. We are going to listen to that video shortly, but let's listen to this one of him saying that they are trying to bring down his social media handles.
Dark man. So from now I'll be posting, yes, anything will happen to that account and then Sabi. They can stop the page, but they cannot stop the truth. Truth cannot be stopped. A lot of Nana bad people. All you people want to do is to scam people. All you people want to do is to use your power and influence to bully others and oppress others. That's what most of you live for. Now it's what they all about. You understand? As I don't try to pay me, I no agree. When I don't bring endorsement of millions.
Did you guys hear me? He said that some people have tried to pay him. He did not accept money. They've tried to bring some endorsement to him. He's turned them down. Guys, do you actually believe that people are trying to pay him to keep quiet? Do you actually believe that some people have, like, I've watched a couple of videos saying that he was offered houses and stuff like that? Do you actually believe that? Like, why would they want to pay him so that he doesn't speak? Is it not something you have evidence and proof of, something that's been done, that you're coming, like, what I'm trying to say is it's only things that you have evidences of, that you have come to showcase, that some people will be scared. Like me now, why would I be scared when you don't have evidence of me having done anything bad? So why would people now be paying you not to say anything? Only if those people have done something towards you and you think, oh, I can use this as an evidence. Because I don't understand. Like, guys, let me know in the comment section. Do you actually believe that people are bringing, they've called him to offer him money as, shush money, or that they are bringing in brand deals? According to him, that they are bringing in brand deals
Of naira, oh, come and do this 100 million, 70 million, 80 million, 10 million, 15 million. I say no. Come to our TV station, come and do podcast, come and do this one, come and do interview. I say no. Come, let's carry you and do fashion. Come, we'll give you a house. We'll give
Light said everything is possible in Nigeria. Okay, oh, if you say so.
a car so that you do. I say no. If they pay none of them, they don't gang up down. They won't bring me down. But before you bring me down, I go don't raise a lot of youths where go get strong mind.
Hi, Afrobest. Afrobest said anything is possible in Nigeria. I actually believe you guys, though. I actually believe you guys.
Well, I know if he bribe, so that themselves they go color, they go dodge you, then they go stand up for what is right in this country. Everybody they fear VTN. When I no fear me, when I fear the people where they come up. There are people that will arise very soon. That will be better and stronger than VDM. That's the aim. The aim is not to come and be VDM, no. It's to raise like
Hello, beautiful Vicky's Corner. How are you and the family? How are you? Happy Friday.
mind so that they can fight against the oppressors. And it will happen. Anyways, follow the very
Care Signature TV. Hello, Care Signature TV. Welcome to my channel. I believe this is your first time here. What if he has evidence? You want him to... What if he has evidence? You want him to say it here? Well, so if you don't have if, like, one thing I've always said is, if you don't have evidence to prove what you are saying, it's better you don't come out and say anything. If he has evidence, fine, I'm not going to stop him from talking. And yes, if he has evidence, there's no point bringing social media. He needs to make use of those evidences via a legal means in order to achieve what he's trying to achieve, in terms of bringing out all of the issues we are having in Nigeria in terms of bribery and corruption. Because in my own opinion, I felt like the way he handled this voice recording was wrong way. I see, in my own opinion, like I said, this is my own thinking. I felt the way he released this information, this voice recording to the public, was the wrong way. He did not handle it the right way. He did not handle it, and others might not agree, but that's just my own opinion. Care Signature said yes, they actually tried to pay him. Oh wow, okay. That means this matter go long well. Oh. That means that other people are still going to be exposed at some point. We are here for it. We are here for it. All I know is that he should not be talking if he doesn't have evidence. If he jambula, I know I get evidence. If they catch him, but if he has evidence of whatever he's going to say, rather than coming to social media, like I said, here in the UK, if a crime has happened or if something has happened, and you think you have evidence that could help the police in whatever they are trying to solve, I'm not going to come here to social media and talk about that thing I found. No, I will go to the police. Or even if I don't want to go, there are several numbers there's numbers that will call as a with like like you don't want them to know, whistleblowing, that you don't want them to know, anonymous call. There's a call that you can call anonymously that you don't have to give your details. They don't even have to know anything about you. Just give them the information that you want to give them. It's up to them to make use of it. Or if you feel confident, you can walk into the police station and say, oh, in regards to so case that was mentioned, I think I might have something that might help the case. You go in, you don't come to social media and cha 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 cha. You don't do that. And I understand where it's coming from. We can't trust the police. There's not even no organization in Nigeria to trust. You can't trust police. Police that will ask you to pay 1,000 naira because you borrowed a pen. I shared my example, my experience at the airport with you. They asked me to. I use a pen. The guys asked me to pay money for pen. I say, okay, if you don't collect the pen, I'll fling it. Is it police station that you go to that you ask you to pay money before you write statements? So in a way, I understand that if the system was a good one, it would have taken that information to the police. But obviously, because we don't have like the systems in Nigeria is just whack. The system in Nigeria is whack. Big M said he lost the case from the onset because he's uneducated in the legal system. And a lot of people have said that the way he handled the case from the beginning was not the right way. Good to know, Vicky's Corner. Miss V said VDM should understand he is not the law. He may have good cause, but exactly. Vicky's Corner said he needs to speak with his lawyer to know if he really defamed the son so they can come with his own defense, because if he gets to court, I think he must have spoken to his lawyer, or he must have spoken to his lawyer by now, and his lawyer might have a way of scheming them out of the case. But we shall see. Like for this street we did, OJ say now, wow. Vicky's Corner said the only mistake VDM did was the act of exactly. He still never agree saying defam the Falana also. He never agree. And now everyone is forgetting Bobrisky. Bobrisky will miss his own case because at the end of the day, the House of Assembly they asked him to come back. They still want to see him. The EFCC has still been investigated, and the the correctional facilities, obviously they've now suspended the Baba gong. So in a normal sane country, deeper investigation should be made on EFCC, and it should not be the EFCC that is investigating themselves. It should be an external body that should investigate EFCC, because you cannot be telling us that you are fighting financial crime. You are able to arrest Bobrisky, but Yahaya Bello that stole billions, you are yet to arrest him. So Vix, I believe you should speak with her. I'm sure he has. I think Ade something is his lawyer. Vix said they don't scheme case when there is a spoken evidence. Okay, oh. Ms. V said by coming to social media and playing that voice recording, it tampered with evidence. Winning this case that is now smeared with social media opinions may be difficult. That was how they did with Bobrisky's own. So it's dealing with lawyers. So Big M said nothing will happen to Bobrisky this time. I mean, in a way, it seems like so Big M, because Bobrisky will say he was in jail, he went to serve his jail time, and he's already served his jail time. Because I said he needs a change of lawyer if his lawyer is telling him otherwise, except he has an evidence that can drag the Falanas down. You guys know that he said there's still part 2, part 3 of that voice recording. So we don't know what further Bobrisky allegedly said in the part 2 and part 3. Now he has refused to give us part 2 and part 3. So right, I don't want to dwell too much on him. So we've already listened to him. Let's last few seconds of that video of him saying they want to take down his channel, and then we'll go and listen to Sheun Kuti, because that one now where Wahala Day you will find him. Light and Nigeria, my beloved country. Yes, so
That man, thank you very much. Don't play peace.
So let's listen to this Adarikpon. It's actually a 1 hour video. I'm not going to listen to it, but what is actually in this video here, he was actually distancing himself from Very Dark Man. That is the cocoa of the matter. Let me see if I can maybe forward it to the place where he was talking about
You don't really respect life, right? And I don't tell them for saying we're not in the right and wrong game. We're not in the winner.
So this is him just saying that VDM doesn't listen to anybody. You all remember that Tunde had not tried to speak to VDM then when involved Obi Kubana and stuff like that. And Tunde had not chose Obi Kubana. So same thing here. This one like, oh, you can't speak to him, you can't tell him nothing. But VDM told us that you were the one who gave him the back. Say, publish it to social media. Let me go and find a short snippet because this video is an hour long and I'm not about to listen to him rant for 1 hour. Let me see what Instablog or the other gist people have to say about that. Hey, voila. Hey, that yeye boy that is in Ireland or where he is, that was speaking, that was that boy where they always a face wall. Tunde Ednut has blocked him. He said, finally, I know this is, I think it's off. No, let me screenshot this so I can discuss it in, because I'm going to be talking about the video and whiskey tomorrow. Let me reserve this so I can pack my evidence very well. Let me see if I can find anything from what Seun Kuti said, because what Seun Kuti was practically doing in that video was saying that you can't talk to a very dark man, he doesn't listen, and that he has advised him that there's no right or wrong, blah 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 blah. And I think in that video, Seun Kuti apologized to the Falana or something like that. It's a very long video, so guys, I'm not going to post it here. Abby said, Vicky, how can a lawyer introduce himself as trouble? Exactly, that's why I said they can never take us serious. And I love the fact that he was told in there that it is on, what was that English that guy used, though, that it is not it is unparliamentary or something, that he should retract it, he should withdraw his statement. And indeed, and he was still trying to shalaye why he said it was a trouble. Like, for goodness sake, you're a freaking lawyer. Introduce yourself. You went on, you are the Jadu and also a troublemaker. And he was told there straight away, like, no. And he was still trying to shalaye why he said troublemaker. Like, seriously. Abi Ataya. Vicky said, one thing about court cases is that if you are not a lawyer, you won't understand until you start speaking with lawyers. Let him hold his evidence title. Exactly. Miss B said, thank you so much for an interactive and educative live stream. I'm heading out. You got my support, and you're doing. Thank you so much, Miss V. I really appreciate you so much. Do have a lovely, lovely, lovely evening. Abi said, Tunde blocked who? That radio guard, the other guy that said he had evidence that Bobrisky was never in prison, the guy with the face wall when he's talking. Tunde had not blocked him. I think he must have said something in support of the video, Whiskey or something, and Raraz blocked him. I didn't want to mix it up with this case. That's why I don't want to talk about it. So, okay, so he's saying here that Tunde Ednut has blocked him because he called Tunde Ednut out for disrespecting Whiskey. That will be tomorrow top. I think we'll do that tomorrow morning. I don't want to do that later at night. Well, I'll decide that tomorrow because I've got a busy day tomorrow. So anyway, guys, I'm rounding up. We've been here for an hour, so let's round up, guys. Vicky said, Abby, if you notice that VDM lawyer is actually not operating from a reputable firm, he kind of operating on his own, so he speaks anyhow. Okay, he's a lawyer Labe Petesi. Beatrice said, what connection has Files got with Bobrisky? We don't know that. And I don't think I've ever seen any social media post of Bobrisky with Files. I may be wrong, but we don't know of what relationship it is. And you heard from that voice recording from Baba Falana that it was Bobrisky that called his son, and his son clearly said that, are you calling under this supervision or the permission of so, that if not, don't, you all heard that. Beatrice, they are both in the same industry. Vicky said that lawyer no get firm way strong. If you are doing something with a firm, you can't decide for them, even if you are paying them. Yes, they decide how they do things, but I see VDM deciding for his own. Exactly. Adebimpe said, I appreciate that VDM is advocating for true justice. Yes, my advice is for him to slow down his rope. Exactly, because he's doing too much out of his ASSS. He should be careful of the things he says on social media. Exactly, that's the thing, Abby said, won't be here tomorrow celebrating my big. Oh, have fun tomorrow, Abby. No worries at all. Have fun tomorrow. So he's lawyer Wasabi. Abby, if they catch you on the street of white, but they are both in the same industry, sort of, isn't that good enough? Anyway, guys, I'm rounding down now, so I don't want to make this too long. We'll be here for an hour 10 minutes already. So guys, if you're watching this again, leave your thoughts and opinion. Atu said, please though, Chief Kubana had the same case and settled with money. Why is Bob's case different if you pay? The difference is that Chief Priest said he was not guilty. Bobrisky said he was guilty. I guess that answers the question. Atu. Vicky said, you don't decide for your lawyer. Your lawyer tells you how they want things done. Exactly. You can't rush them even when you try. But I see VDM is controlling his lawyers. Mm. Now, waiting we know. Now, waiting with the CB that. Though. So, I hope that answers your question, Atu. He one pleaded guilty, the other one pleaded not guilty. And in a way, at some point, I was surprised that Bobrisky was actually jailed because it was a first time offender. It was a first time offender, and the offense he committed is not a grave offense. So you'll have thought that they would have given him fine also, and then let him go. But they decided to jail because at the end of the day, by then we did not know then that they have dropped the money laundering charge. So there must have been a reason why they decided to put him behind bars, because you will have thought that him being sent to jail was because of the money laundering charge. But you know what? Hopefully they will make all of this open to us at some point. Anyway, guys, I'm going to round up now. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who have been here. So guess what? I believe it's more complicated because obviously when you hear a very dark man talking, he said this is deep. This is deep. We don't know what he means by this is deep. So until we hear more, we might hear more and we might not hear more. But if we hear more, I'll be here to come and put my own 3 cents. All right. So thank you so much, guys. This is the end of my live stream for today. I really appreciate each and every one of you for joining me so far. For those of you who joined me late, I did mention this was a fragrance I wore to work today. It's a Valentino. I think this is Born in Roma Il Parfum or something. Um, I'll post the name on my community page at some point. Let him hold the part 2 and part 3 well. Exactly. I think that's why he's still doing strong head. I believe there's more in that part 2 and part 3 that I said is good. I believe there's more. So whatever it is that we have now is what is actually, I mean, whatever he has shared now is why he's not sharing the part 2 and 3. But we shall see. Sharing that for this Nigeria, we go here. We go here. Abby said we have to understand that Bobrisky isn't like, yes, that's true. Any small thing, he will be in trouble. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being on my live stream tonight. I really appreciate you all. You all are the real MVP. And like I said, this was the fragrance I was wearing. I wore today. It's super beautiful. Super beautiful. So guys, have a lovely weekend, and if you're just joining my channel and you like what I do here, please don't forget, don't hesitate to join the family by liking this video, drop a comment as regards to what we have discussed in this video so far, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on the post notification, share the video, and I hope to catch you all at some point tomorrow, and have a lovely weekend wherever you are. All right, bye guys. Bye to my able admin, Vicky's Corner Light, Miss V, Big Adebimpe, Atu, Beatrix, Zeno, Miss V, Light. Thank you to each and every one of you that have been here so far. I really appreciate you all. AOJ as well. And hopefully you guys, if you're available, you can join me tomorrow. I'll probably maybe put that later on in the evening, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, see you later. Let me go and eat my Chinese. Bye, guys.